बार बार, वो देना तोहफे में सोने की बारियां, वो देना दोस्तों से पैसे उधार। बस यादें 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 रह जाती हैं, कुछ छोटी छोटी बातें रह जाती हैं। बस यादें 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 रह जाती हैं, कुछ छोटी छोटी बातें रह जाती हैं। बस यादें, ऐसा यादों का मौसम चला, भूलता ही नहीं दिल मेरा। कहाँ मेरी जीन्स और गिटार, मोहल्ले की वो छत और मेरे यार। पुरानों को जागना, सुबह घर जाना, खुद के लिए पुरानी चीज पुरानी चीज। पुरानी चीज और
confident that all of you must have been transported back in time.
Continuing this further, I have the pleasure of requesting Professor P.J. George to share thoughts and say a few words of motivation. Please.
DDS Sandhu, Vice Chancellor, Professor Anil Vora, Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Technology and Faculty of Science, Professor Dinesh, Chairman, Professor Neera Verma, other faculty members, and distinguished alumni present here, and all the students and teachers. First of all, I express my gratitude to the organizers for giving me this opportunity to be here today to meet some of my students. After leaving the department in 2007, this is the first chance I got to come back to the activity of this department. Thank you very much. Well, as Professor Dinesh mentioned, I took over the chairmanship of the department by chance. It's a destiny. Dinesh, Dr. Prasad, Anureka, they were all my colleagues. So as a normal teacher, we used to have tea and chat, and as usual, we would always criticize the chairman. So we used to do those things. Then suddenly, I was given this responsibility. So I knew what sort of things were happening in the background, but I never had the experience of administration, because I never thought of doing administration, because my passion was teaching and research, and I was happy with that. Suddenly files started coming to me. In the first case, I still remember, it was a case of a few students short of attendance, and some of them may be sitting here today. And Professor Chaturvedi had sent the case to the Vice Chancellor to ban them from appearing in the examination, and the file was with him. And he called me, and what to do with this case? I don't know. I was not in favor of banning anybody from sitting in the examination, but the rules do not permit. So that time Vice Chancellor, Lieutenant General Balram, told me that as per the university rules, nobody can allow them to sit in the examination. The only way you can help them is that you take the file, tie it up and keep it in your almirah and keep quiet. So that was my first illegal action in the department, and that way I could help some of the students to appear in the examination. And I'm sure that they reached some high level. They must be thanking me now. Anyway, as you know, to establish a department, it is always struggle. There's a problem for space and right number of faculty, staff, books, equipment, all sorts of things. And if you know the genesis, Kurukshetra University was the first one to start BSc Electronics in the country as such. And we initiated that process, and many of the colleges started BSc Electronics. And by the time they completed BSc, there was no opportunity for them to go for higher education. So then we started with the post-BSc diploma course. And I was in physics department. I was asked to help the teaching in the diploma. So I was shunting between physics and this post-BSc diploma started as a separate department. So there was always this struggle, and to this extent that one vice chancellor ordered that I should teach only the diploma, and the physics chairman stopped my salary. So these sort of things happen. So anyway, I don't know what I did was right or wrong. I could do something, and the result you know now. It is as Professor Dinesh mentioned that department is growing, and it's a very big department now with a lot of activities. Probably it grew much faster after I left the department, and I'm happy anyway that the department is doing extremely well, and so many of the students are in very good positions. I don't want to take much time because when you go back into memory, there are many incidents, and I would like to discuss with you. And I know sometimes being the administrator, you have to be hard on the students, and some decisions cannot be liked by everybody, but you are forced to do such things. So I'm happy, extremely happy today to be meeting many of my favorite students, and I know some of you must have grievances against me and would like to shout at me or abuse me. I am available.
Thank you, sir, for the words of encouragement. You have been the guiding light for all of us.
Let us now make you nostalgic by showing you a video prepared by Of sharing them with you.
So, I'm going to start with the first letter, which is from Mr. Kaval Singh, alumni of 1991 batch, presently the General Manager of Indian Naval.
I am overcome with nostalgia and at the same time I am filled with a sense of pride to be standing before the august gathering of the alumni of past 20 years. In past 20 years, the physical size of the electronics has shrunk and our physical size has increased. This alumni meet reminds me of the Roman god Janus, who has two faces. It is said that these two faces they surveyed the past and the future. For now, we share his vantage point. We turn our face towards yesterday's memories and the other towards tomorrow's possibilities. The relationship between the alumni and its alma mater is akin to that of a parent and a child. Just as a parent feels proud to bask in the glory of the child's success, so does the alma mater in the achievements of its alumni. World over, the great institutes measure their worth by their alumni. Department of Electronic Science owes its fair share of growth and progress to the support, feedback, motivation of its alumni. Each one of you has a special place in our hearts. But just as the first child is always more special, so are the first few batches. For they are the part of our growth, our difficulties, our teething problems, our inexperiences. For me, the first few batches are even more special. Why? Because I am as young as you are. So please stay young so that I do stay young. So I feel honored to request you sirs on the dais to please felicitate the alumni of the first 5 batches from 1992 to 1996. Please. In the alphabetical order, first I have the pleasure of calling Dr. Dushyant Gupta, who is Associate Professor, University College, and Aizola, Neeraj Pandita, please. Next, our own Dr. Suresh Kumar, please. He is also PhD from our department. Alumni from the batch of 1993. First, Miss Indrajit Kaur. She is a scholar from our department. He is the Director, Department of Telecom, Punjab Circle. Mr. Vijay Singh. Batch of 1996, and I had the pleasure of calling Mr. Sanjay Ahuja, who is Head Mobile COC in NI. Dr. Satinder Sharma.
एक्चुअली कुरुक्षेत्र यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ के IIT में पढ़ाई बड़ी IIT में
Okay, thank you, sir, for doing the needful. Thanks a lot, sir.
I think there's somebody there. आप कुछ कह रहे हैं?
Yes, Amanpal is there.
Yes, the alumni. Please, sir.
Networking between the alumni and the alma mater. I'm very happy to see the progress that has been made by your department in a short span of 22 years or 90. So you're saying 24 years, but when you start calculating, probably it's a little less than that. But the kind of progress that has been made, the kind of achievements that are done, the kind of placements that are there, it makes all of us in Kurukshetra University proud of your electronics department. It's in fact one of the first things that when I came to Kurukshetra University and I was actually impressed by was your XRD I think, your equipment, which is still making waves even 2-3 years after it has been installed, and I'm told a lot of research papers are coming out because of that. I am happy that a large number of alumni have made it over here, and I only wish that they come out in larger numbers, and this moves to the level that you are actually wanted to take over there, that it becomes networking not only for social or recreational reasons, but it ends up in certain, those of you who are from industry should have a certain amount of serious interaction, what changes need to be made in the syllabi, how it is to be more oriented towards the services and the industry. And if you can help currently your students who are now in the electronics department to get placed better, I think the aim would have been much achieved, and you would go back as a very satisfied lot from here. My congratulations to the organizers for this conducting this meet, and I am sure that you will make it into a much more regular affair. And next time when I hear Dr. George, I want him to be saying that this is the first time that I've come back to the department, but I have been here so many times that please leave me out now. I think that is the kind of spirit that you need to develop. And I once again thank particularly the alumni for making it to this place, because I know how busy everybody's life is, and if you're coming here, that means that magnetism of your department is still working and may it become stronger than ever before. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As a token of respect and affection, may I request the chairman, Professor Dinesh Kumar, to please felicitate the chief guest by presenting a memento.